is football. Football
America
is
is football. Football is America. If you don't like it, you can kiss your candy ass.
This is a moment in time. I don't give a damn.
Oh my God.
You loved it.
It's 30 to 27. Chiefs win. Chiefs win 30 to 20. Jay, that's strangely close to Daniel Jones from the Giants. Daniel, is that you? Beat the Chiefs. Show me. If the Broncos and Russell Wilson can show me that they can beat the Chiefs, then I will start believing.
And the crowd up. And so are this defense, and Kansas City won't snap the ball again. The Denver Broncos have beaten the Kansas City Chiefs.
Dave Montgomery on the Lions, former Bear, gonna make this his revenge game for sure. David Montgomery gets the touchdown that ices the game. No! And there's a flag. There's flags. Snap, hold, kick.
Let's go!
They open. No!
What happened? Ah, shit.
America is football. Football
America
is
is football. Football is America. If you don't like it, you can kiss your candy ass.
This is a moment in time. I don't give a damn.
Oh
my God.
No!
You loved it.
It's 30 to 27. Chiefs win. Chiefs win 30 to 20. Woo! What's up, everybody? It is your boy Rick coming at you live with the final game of the Super Wildcard Weekend. We've got the Vikings at LA, but the game is in Arizona, in Glendale, in the Arizona Cardinals stadium. So obviously a lot of stuff going on in LA right now, a lot of fires going on. So shout out to the firefighters and everybody out there help out if you can. Big ups to them. But we've got the final game of the Wildcard Weekend, and it's going to be a good one. It's going to be Rams, Vikings, Stafford going up against Sam Darnold. Stafford knows the Vikings, I mean, not too well anymore because he's no longer in the NFC North, but Stafford was in the NFC North for over a decade, so he knows the Vikings a little bit. This is going to be a great game. We got Cooper Kupp right now talking to the sideline reporter, I believe. Let me make sure I'm live. Actually, no, I'm not live. Let me just double check now that I'm live to make sure I'm giving you guys the best. Yes, it was live, so it is what it is. But what's up, everybody? This wildcard weekend has been legit. It has been a good few games, and we got Lily in the chat. Rick is stoked right now. I know it. Rick, thoughts on Marcus Freeman interview? I think they want to talk to him. I don't think they've interviewed him yet, the Bears. I don't think they've interviewed him yet, but definitely an interesting interview if it does end up happening. College coaches sometimes don't really translate well to the NFL, kind of off the first, off the rip, really. I mean, Pete Carroll's probably one of those exceptions, and I'm missing another college coach, but I don't know who it is right now. But interesting that they have Marcus Freeman on the radar. Again, I don't love the college coach being interviewed or being one of those guys that's being interviewed, which the Bears are casting like a 16-person head coach net. So it is a huge net that they're casting, and they've already interviewed a few people, Ben Johnson namely being one of them. Mike Vrabel is obviously the coach of the Patriots now. It has been agreed upon. So we're going to miss out on Vrabel. Ben Johnson seems to be the obvious choice right now for the Bears, but there's still some interviewing to be done. And Ben Johnson still got some games to coach, to coordinate, I guess. So going to be a lot of interesting stuff moving forward. And we got Daniel Barry in the chat too. Yo, Daniel Barry. Nice seeing you. We got all the scores of the wild card weekend there scrolling at the bottom of the screen. And we've got a good one today. I know I have not been really present for any of these streams. As you guys heard me coughing, I was battling a terrible sickness these last few days. It started in Wednesday. It started Wednesday when I started feeling like shit, and then it just kept going up until Sunday, up until yesterday. And like today, I still didn't feel 100%, but so much better than what I was feeling like. But yeah, that's kind of why I wasn't part of the streams with Kyle. Broncos is obviously taking a huge loss to the Bills. Texans coming through with the dub. I had picked the Texans to win. I didn't think it was going to be the domination that it was against the Chargers. But the Texans came out, and especially that defense. The game started off really badly for the Texans. The fumble from the kickoff. The Chargers going up 6-0, but never really being in control. But the Texans ended up coming out with a dub there at home, and C.J. Stroud, Nico Collins, Mechie, all those guys played a huge role in that win. So huge ups to them. Then we also had the it was the AFC game, so it was the Ravens and the Steelers. Ravens just dominating the Steelers. Final score 28-14. So that was definitely something a lot of people expected. And it was never really a question as to who was going to win that game during the game. At least in my opinion, the Ravens were absolutely bullying the Steelers in Baltimore on Saturday night. So good for them on that dub. Lamar looked amazing. Derrick Henry looked great. I mean, I think they had like 12, 13 play drive, all runs that ended up in a touchdown. All runs. It was insane. It was insanity what they were able to do against that Steelers defense. And a lot of questions arising from the Steelers. Obviously, with Mike Tomlin, they haven't won a playoff game in 8 postseason trips. Last time they won was 2012 or something like that. So a lot of stuff to talk about there. Talked about the Bills beating the Broncos 31-7. That was the final score. Broncos looked good that first series in the first quarter, and then it did not look good anytime after that. I'm sure if you guys were here for the stream with Kyle while he was streaming that game, he was not very happy about it. I was watching some of that stream, and obviously he was not happy about it. A lot of Broncos fans worldwide, nationwide, were not happy about it either. So, but the Bills move on to the divisional round. They'll be taking on, I believe, it would be the Texans. No, the Ravens. I think it's the Ravens. Yeah, that's going to be a good one. And then the Texans are taking on the Chiefs. After that, we had Packers-Eagles. Love that the Packers lost that game, and they lost it in terrible fashion. 22-10, Eagles coming out on top. Saquon Barkley could have made it 29 to 10, but decided to take a knee on that breakaway first down run that he had. So it could have been even worse for the Packers. And I'm going to highlight this comment here by Lily. All I got to say is go Bears. That's right. Guess who hasn't won a game in 2025? The fucking Packers. So I love it. Hopefully you love it too, unless you're a Packers fan, obviously. And then a really good game between the Commanders and the Bucks, which came down to a last-second field goal for the Commanders. I mean, good on them, right? Like, there's a lot of things working for the Commanders. On the offense, it seemed like the Bucks and Baker missed a lot of chances to kind of get ahead. Some takeaways from the Commanders side that really got them the win there and got them in position to win. But a really good game on Sunday Night Football between those two teams. And that's right. Everybody wants to know, Kyle, is Malik Willis better than Jordan Love? That's going to be the question all off season because they didn't look good. The Packers ended the season on 3 straight losses. Obviously capping it off with the playoff loss against the Eagles in the wild card round. So not a great look for them. Let me get the banner up. Where is it? There it is. All right, so you got national anthem being sung right now. I am live. Okay, I just want to make sure. Because it said the game started at 5, but it's already like 5:11 and West Coast time, obviously. And I just didn't know if it started right at 5 or if it was kind of just like it starts at 5, but there's 20 minutes of stuff that's going to be done. And looks like there is all this intro, the anthem, the sideline reports, all that stuff. Sam Darnold versus Matthew Stafford. Coming up. Sean McVay versus former offensive coordinator Kevin O'Connell. Nice game. Teacher versus student in this case, right? Matthew Stafford with his signature ruffled hair look. You guys who are watching, whether on X or whether here on YouTube, what did you guys think of the wild card weekend? Did any games kind of surprise you? Did anything stick out? Let me know in the comments. Rachel Patton with really good rendition of the national anthem. Oh, she's crying. Gotta get the tears. She's like, I saw the camera, gotta get the tears. Nah, this is probably crying for real. Kyle will possibly join me later. If he can, he's dealing with some power stuff right now. He lost a bit of power, I believe, at in his home. So he's dealing with that stuff right now as well. If he can join me, awesome. If not, because of the power stuff, then he will not be here. But it is all good. So we should have game time here coming up in a bit. Oh, man. Throat's still a little fucked up. That's why I'm drinking water, not a beer like I usually do, guys. But yeah, what'd you guys think of the wild card weekend? So as what Lily's saying, I was watching a video tonight saying that Justin Herbert is another Kirk Cousins. Thoughts? It's tough to say. Don't get me wrong. He had a really, really bad game against the Texans. I mean, 4 interceptions. I think there was a stat that was like Justin Herbert becomes the first quarterback ever, I believe, to surpass his interceptions in a postseason game or just in the postseason. Then he surpassed the amount he had in the regular season, which he only had 3 interceptions in the regular season. And I mean, it was Greg Roman was the offensive coordinator. So Jim Harbaugh, he got there, brought on J.K. Dobbins, Gus Edwards, and was like, we are running the ball and passing is going to be secondary, which for the most part it was up until Ladd McConkey kind of emerged, right? Ladd McConkey really became a factor in the offense kind of mid-season or so. Didn't really start off as dynamic as he's been in the first half of the year. And that's kind of what led to Justin Herbert not having that many interceptions. I mean, he only had 3, right? So, but playoffs, Justin Herbert just had a terrible playoff game, and he's had the 2 games that he has been a part of in the playoffs have been bad for him. It was the one a couple of years ago when the Jags came back after being down 23 points or something. They were down like 23-0, 22-0, and Jags came back and beat them. The Chargers in that comeback game for oh my God, what's his name? Anyway, for the Jags, and then this has 4 interceptions. I think there was one where he had passed it off to Disley. Disley had it in his hands, bounced off his hands. Literally had like his hands out like this, like not even in a catching motion, like or in a form. Bounced off his hands into the defender. That was an interception. And to be honest, like Kyle said it at the beginning when they got Harbaugh, like the Chargers are no longer charging, like that is no longer a thing in the vocabulary. But that was one hell of a way to fuck away that game. I think charging is still on the table, and I think they did that really, really well in that playoff game against the Texans. They were favored, and then they got blown the fuck out. So obviously being the favored team doesn't really mean much in terms of how you're going to play, but still, it's something to kind of look at and be like, all right, well, how are you guys favored, but then you guys lost that bad? And a lot of it, you do have to look at Herbert, but a lot of it, you got to look at the rest of the team. I mean, they were one of the top defenses, and they let up 23 points or whatever it was, 32 points. Like, that's one of the issues with the Steelers, too, is like if you look at their past playoff performances, the defense has not been that good. The defense has been bad enough to where they've had to play from behind to start a lot of these last playoff games for the Steelers. And Stafford backed up, going over the middle pretty deep, caught Nakua into Vikings territory already at around the 43-yard line. That is how the Rams are starting off this game in the first quarter. Nakua was wide open there on the left side, found the spot to kind of sit, get that pass, and already into Vikings territory. Lily saying, oh, for sure, bro. Funny thing is, Chargers still find a way to charge it. You wouldn't think that'd still be a thing. Exactly. With Harbaugh there, you wouldn't think so, but it kind of is. We got Crafty in the chat. How you doing, Rick? Crafty, I'm good. Thank you for checking in, man. I'm like 85%, 90%. In terms of sickness, I mean, the cough is it's towards the end of the cough, but I was saying earlier, like I had body aches. I just did not feel great these last few days. So appreciate you asking about how I'm feeling, but 85, 90%, I can go, coach. I can go. And here I am on the stream. 2nd and 9 here after a run by Kyron Williams and the Rams, already again into Vikings territory. 13:46 in counting in this first quarter. Stafford moving into shotgun. Snap. In the pocket. Over the middle. Caught! Wow. Into the red zone. Caught by Higbee. A nice little floater. Wow. What a catch by Higbee. And he got right at the 20-yard line. Depends where he fell and got touched. But, oh. Yeah, bounced into his legs, but he's still able to maintain control. Should we be worried about Kyle? To make the stream, we'll see. He was still at work and dealing with some power outage issues at home. In terms of being a Broncos fan and that unfortunate performance by the Broncos, definitely should be worried because I'm sure he's not very happy about it. Although the Broncos, not defied expectations, but surpassed expectations that were put on them preseason in terms of winning percentage, the way the defense and the offense, their numbers. But, when you go into a playoff game with excitement in hopes of winning, and that's kind of the performance you get as a fan, it sucks. 2nd and 11. At the 20-yard line. Stafford takes a snap, a little bit of pressure, but he gets the pass off, and I believe that is to Higbee again, or Parker. I think that's Higbee. I think it's a gain of about 4. Nick saying, breaking, Bears signed Mike McCarthy to a 5-year, $30 million deal for ESPN. they've been talking about it, man. I'm so mad. Because I'm actually trying to talk myself into it too. I'm trying. Anyway, Nick, I'm sorry about the way the fucking Broncos game went, man. That sucks. Obviously, Kyle's a big Broncos fan. CTE ESPN. And they're gonna take a timeout. 11 and a half minutes left. The Rams on a 3rd and 7. There's a lot of purple in those stands right now. There's a lot of purple. So crazy. It's not nice to torture people, you know. The crazy thing is, like, I'm talking myself into it, unfortunately. Like, there was a quote by Brett Favre, like, you could develop young quarterbacks. You know, he's done it with Aaron Rodgers and Dak Prescott. And I'm like, yeah, maybe, yeah. Whatever. I want Ben Johnson. But, man, the Brady rumors about him selling Ben Johnson on the Raiders job, it's crazy. 3rd and 7. Rams at the 17-yard line of the Vikings in the shotgun. Stafford, snap, looking, left side, dumps it off to Kyren, and he is not going to have enough for the first down. He's going to be about 1.5 yards short. So 4th and about 1 yard or 2. Let's see what the Rams want to do here. They may just end up going for the field goal. Nick said, yeah, it went, but this year was house money. This offseason can throw amounts of money at a good running back. Yeah, I agree. The running game was weak for the Broncos, and that was one of my worries. 4th and 1. I'll go back to that comment here in a sec. 4th and 1. Motion. Oh, they made the Vikings jump. Stafford and the Rams make the Vikings jump. They do the motion with the right side tight end. And they get a neutral zone infraction. Oh, man. That's not what you want to do as a Vikings defender. And it was Bullard. Wow. But yeah, hopefully you guys can get a good running back in the offseason and improve that running game. It's tough when you become one-dimensional, right? And it was the Bills. The Bills are an unstoppable force of nature. 1st and goal. Rams, snap. Stafford takes a snap. Rolling out left. Looking. Throws over the middle. Kyren Williams wide open. Touchdown, Rams. Crafty said, I just got a face full of that player's ass. Yeah. Oh, on the dive. I loved it. 5-yard touchdown reception by Kyren Williams puts the Rams up 6-0. They scored early. Let's see if they can score often. But the Rams are on top with a lead 6-0 for now. Hall of Fame quarterback motion. Honestly, great job rolling out. Great job on that play action, right? Rolling out and kind of getting the middle of the field open for Kyren Williams to catch that pass. Here's the extra point. Snap, hold, kick is good. And the Rams are up 7-0. Technically the home team. Again, they are in Arizona right now in Glendale in the Arizona Cardinals stadium. Darnold's whole future could be on the line with this game. Yeah, it's an interesting one for Darnold because you kind of want to see him do well in this game. If he doesn't, obviously he looked really bad against the Lions. And if you take that game and if he has a pretty bad performance in this playoff game, you're right, Crafty. It could be something that a lot of teams look at because he's on a 1-year deal, right? And the Vikings have J.J. McCarthy in just waiting on the bench there. Obviously, he got injured. And Kevin O'Connell, look what he did with Sam Darnold, the quarterback that people gave up on. So you start to wonder, what can he do with a young guy like J.J. McCarthy now? Do we need Sam Darnold back? So, yeah, this game is huge for Sam Darnold to kind of show that the regular season and Kevin O'Connell almost weren't a fluke, Not to say that it is regardless. I don't think it was regardless. It was a very good season by Sam Darnold, but you want to come out with a win or at least a very good performance. You know, somewhere 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, 300 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, 350 yards, something like that, to kind of come out and be like, hey, Sam Darnold kept it all out there. But yeah, I agree. I've got the same number of rings as Rodgers motion. That's right. That's right. Don't you ever forget it, Aaron Rodgers. Whatever, he's not a Packer anymore. So far, every team that's lost this weekend was a team that didn't rest in Week 18. Oh, nice. Good eye on that. So the Chargers didn't rest in Week 18. So the Chargers, the Broncos, yeah, they wanted to win that game against the Chiefs. The Steelers, yep. The Packers, yep, they lost to the Bears. And then the Bucks. Yeah, free agent after this year. No wild card team won in the AFC. Yeah, only the Commanders in the NFC so far. Yeah, but I don't know. I really did like the Bucks. I thought they were the more deserving NFC South division winner too. And for the most part, that game with the Commanders and Bucks was pretty like even. You know, Kyle and I talked about it, and we were both like, this is a very evenly matched like game between these two teams, the Commanders and the Bucks. As the Rams are kicking it off here, it's just going to go into the back of the end zone for a touchback. Vikings will start at the 30. So the NFC, yeah, the Commanders won. Let's see if the Vikings can take this dub. I had the Vikings winning this game. So far, one division winner has lost. Actually, who do you guys think is a weaker team? The Bucks as a division winner or the Rams as a division winner? 1st and 10, Darnold under center. Snap. Hands it off. Aaron Jones right side and loses yard. What? Ugh. There is zero burst there. Zero burst. Crafty, you're going Bucks. Yeah, I think I would agree. The defense, well, the defense on both teams isn't great. They're both kind of mid. Offensive wise, yeah, I would take Bradford, Nakua, or Stafford, not Bradford. Yeah, I think Rams are a sleeper. Yeah, you and Kyle both. Kyle's got the Rams winning this team, so yeah, I would take the Bucks as well as the worst team, worst division winner, I guess. 2nd and 11, Darnold back to pass in the pocket, collapsing under pressure, sack, lunch, by the Rams. Number 91 gets to Darnold for a sack. Nick saying Bucks. As much as I love Baker, this comes down to quarterback. Could not agree more. I'm taking Matthew Stafford, Super Bowl winner already over Baker. Baker fucking 41 touchdowns though this year, man. It's just what Baker's done since leaving Carolina and the Browns really has just been amazing. Rams defense has been lights out lately. That's a good point. Recency bias, yeah, 100%. Rams defense has been a lot better. 3rd and 21. Arnold, throw to Jefferson, and he's just going to get back to the original line of scrimmage at the 30-yard line. Yum, 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 yum. Those nums were sorely missed during Kyle-only streams. Yeah. Kyle misses them sometimes. It's all right. It's all right. But I'm glad I could scratch that itch for you, Crafty. I'll make sure to get those noms as emphatic as possible, even with my somewhat sore throat. So Vikings going to punt here. Rams hold up. Taking at the 14-yard line to the 20, 21, and the Rams will start. Oh, did the ball come out? No. They're just fighting. Some pushing and shoving between the Rams and Vikings. The Rams are next. Drive will start at around the 21-yard line. But, along with Kyle's num sounds like he's reading from the phone book. That's good. I missed being on the streams, if I'm being honest, guys. Like I felt like there was like so many exciting moments on these wild card games, and I was like, I wish I could be on stream for this, because it sucks not being on stream and kind of having fun with you guys during certain moments. I mean, the Bucks Commanders, the Texans getting or the Chargers getting their ass kicked, Packers getting their ass kicked. That would have been awesome for me. So, oh god, Bears will reportedly talk to ex-Cowboys coach McCarthy. But yeah, I miss being on the streams. It sucked. Again, I wish I could have been on here. It is what it is. I'm gonna do my best to drink my vitamin C, not be on the cold so much, and be as healthy as possible so I don't miss any more streams. Sam Darnold, you are a New York Giant. How would Bill? I think Bill would love that. I wonder how Bill would react to this comment. And I mean, more so, how would he react to that actually happening, right? But again, like Kevin O'Connell did this with Sam Darnold, where, you know, a guy who was kind of just kicked to the curb in terms of a quarterback. And now you're like, okay, what can JJ McCarthy, what can you do with JJ McCarthy? Obviously, his rookie season is kaput. What can you do for him in his second year with the weapons that he still has? Packers left their game in week 18. They really did. LaFleur, Jordan Love, just bad. I asked Kyle this question, and maybe you guys agree, disagree. Let me know what you think. But LaFleur's been the coach for 6 years now. He's been to the playoffs, but he's lost in the playoffs. He hasn't really gotten. I think he's gotten to the NFC Championship game. Is that enough? Like, do you guys think he's on a hot seat, on a warm seat? What do you guys think? I like the McCarthy possibly interviewing with the Bears. Stafford back to pass. Completed to Puka. No, to Ro. I don't know who that fucking was. All the way to about the 45-yard line. 7:55 and counting in this first quarter for the Rams. Stafford just throwing darts. I don't think he's missed a pass yet. Wow, 40, and then forward progress gets into about the 46-yard line. 45-yard line, yeah. McCarthy plans to bring Russell Wilson as OC for CTESV. Nick, you're never going to let this go. I love it. It's one of those wrinkles in the Only Football podcast history. And Stafford, again, gets it to Higbee for a first down into Vikings territory. Took 2 plays to get into Vikings territory, man. This offense for the Rams is just doing really, really well. Really, really well. Do you think Rodgers wasn't the issue with the Packers in the first place? No, he never was the issue. He just wanted a long-term deal, and for the Packers to spend the first-round pick on a wide receiver every once in a while would have been nice. He never was the issue, though, Lily. Bears offense will be dangerous. Stab back to pass over the middle. Caught for about 8 yards by Higbee again. Or not Higbee. I don't know which one Higbee is, 86 or 89. That was Parker. Nice. Stafford in 2021 form. Honestly, though, he's another guy. Stafford just like gets into playoff mode, you know? LaFleur is like a more successful Mike Tomlin. Next. Or Krabsy said I described him as an NFC Tomlin on another stream. He needs 2 more years of losing in the playoffs, though, to get this Tomlin level. Thing with the Packers is they still get a lot of talent in the draft, no matter what their position is. But I agree. No, NFC Mike Tomlin is the Cowboys. Ooh, that's a good one. Just the Cowboys in general. I kind of like that. Cowboys always get to the playoffs, and then they have they made it to the NFC Championship? I don't think they've made it past the divisional round since like Romo, right? All that stuff. I can't remember exactly. LaFleur can get you out of a wild card some years. Yeah, that's true. That's true. The best only football podcast lore of all time was none other than Lily calling a walk-off field goal win for the Bears. That was legit, Lily. That one was, when you said it, I was like, I hope so, and then it happened, and you're like, I fucking said it, right? So it was a good call. I love that call. The fact that the Bears won, too, it was just great. 2nd and 3, Stafford, snap, hands it off. Kyren Williams, right side, first down, stiff arms, breaks the defenders. Oh, ball! Puka Nacua falls on it. So much happened there. Kyren Williams got the ball, spun off a defender, stiff armed another one, gets tackled, loses the ball, and Puka comes up with it. Oh, stiff arm, then spin, tackle, loses the ball. Puka falls on top of it at the 20-yard line. It was greenered. Yeah, Puka fell on it. Good thing Puka was there. That was scary. 1st and 10 at the 21. Stafford, snap, motion, snap. Looking in the pocket. Quick Higbee screen for 9 yards. Almost a first down. Crafty saying D'Amico Ryans is a heck of a coach. Took over the worst team in the league and got them to 2 big playoff upsets in his first 2 years. Yeah. Very, that's just impressive, man. Especially with how the offense was in the regular season. Oh, unnecessary roughness on Limmer, number 50 on the Rams. I think it's a 15-yard penalty, so let's see. Bo Limmer. He was just pushing Van Ginkel off his guy. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's unnecessary. I don't know. I don't think it's that unnecessary, to be honest. But yeah, D'Amico Ryans have a heck of a coach for sure, Crafty. I agree with that, especially with what he's done. Beat the Browns when they were the underdogs. Beat the Chargers when they were underdogs at home. I still have both those bottles I showed you. They're sitting in the closet here at my parents' house. Let's go, Lily. Love that shit. Stafford back to pass. And Puka cannot come up with the ball on a screen, incomplete on a 3rd and 16. So instead of a 3rd and 1 because of that, or 2nd and 1, it was a 2nd and 16. They missed the pass here. Now it's the 3rd and 16 for the Rams. Imagine the lore of Russ retired and becomes a Bears quarterback coach. If Russ gets on the Bears in any capacity, Nick, you're a fucking wizard or some shit. Like, I'll give you props. Yes, flag indeed. Stafford back to pass over the middle, caught. And that is Higbee for about 10 yards or so. 4th down. So Rams probably going for the field goal here. 4th and 5. Everyone will be doing high knees on their plane. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Joshua Carty, coming out. 34-yard attempt on a field goal here. 4-10 and counting. Snap, hold, kick is good, and the Rams lead the Vikings 10-0. It's time to update the ticker because of Carty, the kicker. Caleb Williams would become the greatest passer in Bears history statistically. He's already the best rookie. He's already had the best rookie year of any rookie quarterback that has put on a Bears uniform. So I'll take that, and I'll take the potential that's about to come his way. Crafty said sympathy flag for a cooked Vikings team. Vikes washed. Damn, man, I thought I was cooking with my Texans pick, I was like, I start off 1-0. Then the Ravens happened. I was like, sick. Then the Broncos game happened. I picked the Bills. Unfortunately for Nick and Kyle, that did not go the Broncos' way. Picked the Eagles. And then the Commanders fucked up my streak. I could have gone 5-0 instead. I'm 4-0 instead. I'm 3-1. No wait, no 4. Yeah, I could have gone 5-0 instead. I'm 4-1. And if the Vikings lose, I'll go 4-2 on my wild card picks, which I mean is good. But I really thought the Vikings were the better team. I mean, it doesn't look like it now, right? But we got a ton of game to play. Be right back, guys. I'm gonna go P for the D. All right, I'm back. Crafty said you're being for the wrong D, though. I mean, yeah, but actually might have worked in the Vikings' favor. Already close to the red zone, and we got KC in the chat saying we'll see how this works out, Crafty. Darnold has had an outstanding year. Maybe he's a bit nervous. Maybe. I don't think he's ever been in a playoff game, right? Like, I don't think he ever made the playoffs with the Jets. It was nothing but losing seasons with the Jets, if I'm not mistaken. Right? If somebody could fact check me on that, but other than being a backup for Purdy last year, that's the only time he's been in the playoffs as a backup. Oh, I missed a sack lunch, didn't I? No. There we go. Oh, so did he got sacked? McVay's D's are vicious when they know you have to pass. And it already moved into the second quarter. So let me update the ticker here for Q2. 10-0 still, and I got some pizza too, guys. I'm going to munch on this for a bit. Wow. You guys are watching the game. 15 straight drives without a touchdown. 3rd and 10. Darnold. Motion. Snap. Looking to pass under pressure. Going over the middle. Caught. Justin Jefferson makes a guy miss, and he's going to be about 3 to 2 yards short of the first down, and they're going to go for the field goal here. You guys are not wrong. Constant pressure. Oh, man, he had Hawkins in there. Possible first down. Will Reichard. The kicker looks 12 years old. Snap, hold, kick is good. And the Vikings get on the board with a field goal. Let's update the ticker here. So Vikings get on the board with a field goal from Rickard, whatever the hell his name is. However you pronounce it. After a pretty decent drive by Darnold and the Vikings. Did I miss anything else crazy? Pretty sure it was that entire Lions game, right? Yeah, Detroit 31, Minnesota 9. Well, I don't know. Wait, that was 2 field goals. All field goals for the Vikings against the Lions. Let me see how many drives they had. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So they had 11 in the Vikings. 12 would have been the first drive they had in this game. So it was 3 in the game prior to that. I forget who they won against week 17. How did they get their record? Like their win-loss record, KC? Or what are you talking about? These John Cena meets Mr. Rogers commercials are so unsettling. It was weird. I was I think it was the right before the game started, and I was talking on here, and I looked over right as John Cena was on those commercials, and I'm looking, and I feel like I made weird eye contact with him. I know in a commercial. It was really Unsettling is the best way to put it. Crap. Let me check the Vikings. All right, so the Minnesota Vikings. Giants, 49ers. I'm going week 1 chronological order. Giants, so these are all their wins. Giants, Packers, Jets, Colts, Jags, Titans, Bears, Cardinals, Falcons, Bears, Seahawks, Packers. They lost to the Rams and the Lions twice. Not great wins at all. Like through and through. Like not quality wins. Houston's a playoff team. That was a week 3 win. The Packers playoff team, week 4 and week 17 wins. And make an argument for the Cardinals in week 13. That's kind of when they were on their stretch of winning games and looking better. And the Falcons. I mean, the OT game against the Bears, too, that was a close. So not a lot of quality wins, I would say, for the Vikings. But still, not a lot of quality wins or really any wins for the Texans either. Here we go. Stafford. Snap. Fakes. Looking to pass. Oh! Ball! Picked up by the Vikings. Touchdown! Touchdown, Vikings! Sack fumble. Sack fumble 6. Well, they're saying that Stafford threw it. It was like this. We'll see if that stands or not. Oh my God. They're calling it a touchdown. Greenard with the sack fumble 6. Oh, Puka Nacua was right in front of him. Oh, forward pass. They're calling it an incomplete pass. No touchdown. Oh, Stafford's like, yeah. I don't know if they'll challenge it, the Vikings. Puka was in the immediate area. He was right there. So that Stafford did that. There's a person there. Great catch. This is crazy. Crafty saying, wow. Casey, so they didn't beat any of the really good teams and played a lot of weaker teams. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, forward pass. And even as Stafford was getting sacked, he's like, it was a pass. Wow, Vikings kind of get screwed over, and we got B-Dub. Fuck is worse than the tuck rule. This is a bad one. That's definitely going to be a controversial play talked about. Stafford 2nd and 10. Fakes the run. Going deep right side. Incomplete. He was trying to get a first down, and Kevin O'Connell is yelling at the refs. He's yelling at the refs. Wondering, I don't know if he's wondering why the play got called or what. I don't know, man. This is a bad one. Yeah. Pass for sure. 14:09 left in the second quarter. Well, it's gone. It's over. 3rd and 10, Stafford back to pass. Looking left side, incomplete. 4th and 10, Vikings defense get the touchdown taken away, and they're still able to come up with the stop. Stephon Gilmore was on Nakua, able to kind of bat that ball away. To me, he just chucked it away. Not a good call. Yeah, I don't... Because the way he kind of did that, like, you would think there's some follow-through like that, but the way he did it, he just let go of it and just kind of, like, did that. There was no real follow-through, I feel like. And here's the punt by the Rams. Fielded at around the 24, gets muffed, and goes out around the 26-yard line. So the Vikings starting off their next drive around the 26-yard line. Can't blame him. Can't blame him. Yeah, can't blame him. Ginger, you am a fan, Rick. I am not, but one of Kyle and I's Navy buddies actually was a huge Bama fan. He had actually tried out over the summer. Not this past summer. It was a couple summers ago. He tried to walk on to Bama. As a walk-on, he was trying to be a linebacker, and he unfortunately had passed away. So I bought the hat in memory of him. I'm not necessarily a Bama fan. I've got other colleges that I like, but I just bought that hat just kind of, as a remembrance. And I was trying to find a spot to put it so you could always see it, because like in the last house, I was able to have it where you could see it. And in my old setup, you're able to see it on top of the fridge. So I'm not a Bama fan, but one of our buddies was, and he had passed away. So just kind of like an ode to him, Oh, look, I just passed a pen. I think that's what we're going to be doing now. We're just going to be passing stuff. Love it. Well, the Vikings defense holds, luckily. They don't get the touchdown, unfortunately, but they hold for a turnover, a punt. I just said now respectable. Love it. Love it. That's fair. That's fair. I was looking for chips I had. Guess I finished them. How you mad about that? Well, Vikings get a stop. After a pretty controversial call by the refs there. It was a pass. First, they awarded them a touchdown. After further review, I think that's what Kevin O'Connell was mad about. He's like, touchdown. And then you guys came back and said that it was actually an incomplete pass because Puka Nakua was in the area. Like, what the fuck? Like, I think that's what he was mad about. And that's fair. So, here we go. At the 27-yard line. Darnold in their center motion. Snap. Hands it off. It's going to be Aaron Jones up the middle. Gets all the way to about the 41-yard line. Good run by Aaron Jones. I feel like I haven't seen a lot of good runs by Aaron Jones. Is that homemade or store-bought pizza? It is store-bought, KC. It is very good. It's one of those rising crust Safeway pizzas. I don't know if you guys have a Safeway or what your like local grocery store is, like Albertsons, Fred Meyer's, Jewel. We have Safeway here in Washington, but it's store-bought, but very, very good. 1st and 10, toss, Aaron Jones, right side, and he's going to get about 7 yards on that run. Second and 3, Vikings. Darnold gets sacked. Nom, 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 nom. I actually have some food in my mouth, dude. Number 14 for the Rams, and the Rams have 3 sacks. It was a corner blitz or a nickel blitz. Oh, no. I mean, he had Addison on the left, but he wasn't even looking. His first read was to the right, so by the time he would have looked left, I mean, it would have been there with a sack anyway, so unfortunate. Much time. 3rd and 15. Damn. Back to pass. Darnold looking. In the pocket over the middle left side. Almost intercepted. Incomplete to Justin Jefferson. They had to get to the 50-yard line. He threw it far enough, but off target. We had Safeways years ago, but they moved to Washington. That's right. Safeway's kind of pretty good, to be honest. I'm used to Jewel Osco, Midwest. That's what I'm used to in Chicago. But moved to Washington, and Safeway was the spot. That was literally a sack lunch for Rick. It was. I had pizza in my mouth and everything. I'm like, this is the tastiest sack lunch I've ever said. 4th and 15. Here comes the punt. And it is going to be fielded. Oh, almost a really good punt. The Gunners get there. Oh, and there's a flag. This might be a running into the kicker. Uh-oh. Let's see what happened. Yep. Oh, they're calling a personal foul, roughing the kicker. Automatic first down for the Vikings. Oh my God. That is not a personal foul. That is not a personal foul in my opinion. This may be a makeup call. I don't know what the refs are doing, but that is not a personal foul roughing the kicker. That's a running into the kicker. That's insane. Oops. Wow. Sean McVay is talking to the official like, dude, what is roughing the kicker and what is running into the kicker? That's not a good call, in my opinion. Refs are up for him tonight. Honestly, Darnold second gets to Aaron Jones for about a 2-yard gain. That is really, really odd. I don't know about that. Yep. I agree with that statement, but here we are. Refs are in top form, and 2 controversial calls. Maybe it was a makeup one, honestly. Possibly 2, KC. Possibly 2. See, you believe it too, even as a Chiefs fan. Darnold, quick throw left side. Oh, Justin Jefferson almost got away, but gets tackled by the cornerback, Witherspoon. I don't even think he got a yard. I think he just got back to the line of scrimmage. Who's 83? Naylor. He missed the block on Witherspoon. He missed the block on his assignment. Witherspoon able to just grab the leg of Justin Jefferson. 3rd and 8. Rams defense on it right now. Darnold shotgun. Snap. Looking. Throwing right. Oh my God, intercepted. Intercepted. The Rams have intercepted Sam Darnold, and Kevin O'Connell does not look happy. What were we saying earlier about Darnold needing to have a good game, and this does not look good? Wow. Karma. Are the Vikings about to only score field goals in this game, guys? Is this how it's going to go for the Vikings? This is bad. This is bad. Interception, oh boy. The ref saw it coming? Oh, God, sorry. Oh, man. What a turn of events. Like, at least an incomplete pass, you know, like, you can at least punt the ball, try to get it inside the 10. That's rough, guys. That is rough. Damn. That's rough. Playoff pressure maybe at work too. That could, yeah, that's very much a thing. Rams have been here several times over the last 4 years, 5 years, even probably more than that. Just Sean McVay and the Vikings. I mean, this is their first time in 2 years, right? They didn't make it last year with Kirk, or lack of Kirk. Yeah, because they didn't even have enough wins. So yeah, maybe the pressure, Casey. You may have a point there. Funny how good luck sometimes turns out to be bad luck in football. Yeah, one and done. You know. Yeah, 100%. Man. This is rough for the Vikings. I got to see a replay of that interception because what the fuck did Darnold see that made him confident in throwing that ball? Oh, here we go. Yeah, Jordan Addison was covered the entire way. Oh, yeah, Naylor over the middle. Naylor over the middle. Oh, and Darnold hits his throwing hand on his lineman's helmet. That's rough. Stafford rolling out, left, caught. But there's a flag. It might be a holding. Kyron Williams making something out of nothing into a first down, but I'm pretty sure this is coming back for a holding call. Haven't been paying much attention, but I'm taking Rams before or after I see the score. Love it, Ginge. Love it. Holding indeed. Holding indeed. Jackson, number 77, was doing the holding there. Yeah, 100%. First and 20. Here we go. Over the middle, incomplete. Second and 20 coming up. That was a weird formation. They had looked like who is that? Williams. They had him in the A gap, right behind the lineman. This may have been something that Sean McVay saw in terms of blitz packages, that he was like, okay, they can do this. He's there. And Kyron Williams still let up the guy. Still let the guy through. Kyron Williams, left side, gets the ball and gets about 4 yards. Some hearts there for you, sexy. Appreciate it, Ginger. You're the man, Ginger. You're my man. My man. Rams also went to the Super Bowl a few years back, so they're more 100%, yeah. 2022? 21? Something like that. Stafford back to pass in the pocket. Left, throws right side. Kyron Williams again. Needs 15 and gets about 5. So Vikings defense again stands strong and gets the Rams to about a 4th and 10. So it looks like the Rams are about to punt the ball away. Almost blocked. Woo! Almost. Oh, he missed it by literally this much. It looked like he kicked it through him. So close. That's fair, Ginger. Kyle almost had me too. I was about to switch up my pick, but I stuck with the Vikings. Honestly, with the experience the Rams have, like, I don't know why you don't take the Rams, but I just thought with the Vikings defense, Kevin O'Connell, Darnold, Justin Jefferson, that's just going to be a much better offensive game. God, don't you guys say when you have like, when you want to like clear your nose, but there's like, you can't blow it, anything out because it's like congested with something. I don't know. It pisses off. Funny how the Vikes only lost his entire season can end up being to two teams. Yeah. 2 losses to the Lions, 1 to the Rams in the regular season, and here they are losing to the Rams again. He does. Mr. Anderson. Love that movie. Casey, glad glad your sister is recovering. Good to hear. Good to hear. All the well wishes to your sister. Hope she fully recovers and all is well in the KC household. 1st and 10 from the 10. The Vikings have 90 yards to go for a touchdown. Darnold throws, and he's going to get it to Sheffield for a gain of about a fucking yard. Higbee doubtful. Oh, no. Well, there's Parker. There's a couple other guys. Yeah, doubtful for a chest injury. Damn. Wonder if he pulled a pec or something. 2nd and 9. Darnold shotgun. Snap. Hands it off. Aaron Jones, not Aaron Jones. Cam Akers. I always forget Cam Akers is on the Vikings. Goes for about 6 yards. Should be a 3rd and 3 coming up. Third and 3. Darnold passing right. Caught Hawkinson. 1st down. Nice little quick out by Hawkinson. Catches it for a 1st down. Chris Shula, grandson of Don Shula, Rams defensive coordinator. 1st and 10, the 33-yard line for the Vikings. Toss left side. Cam Akers gets some ground. Is free 50 to the 40. Right around the 41-yard line into Rams territory. Great run by Cam Akers there. Good blocks. Jordan Addison, good job getting the block. Really good play call. Good execution on a lot of people there. Back to pass. Darnold, right side, caught. And Oliver comes up with the catch for the Vikings. Oh, ball came loose. I fucking knew it. A big guy like that should not be trying to get more yardage. Just go down Rams ball. Oh my God. Oh. Let's see. Oh, Oliver's saying the knee was down, but it looks like it happened right at the same time. Oh, Oliver might be down, but he also doesn't have full control of the ball. I think they called it a fumble. If challenge this, they need inconclusive evidence. I don't know if that's conclusive enough. I think it's going to end up being a fumble, Rams ball. Oh. Oh, fuck. Sorry if you guys heard that. Time for the eyeless in the sky. I don't know. They need conclusive evidence. I don't know if there's conclusive enough evidence. We shall see. Wow. A lot of craziness in this game. Our church prayed for when an hour or two she was talking. Wow, okay, see, that's awesome. That is awesome. I'm glad you got community, people praying for your sister, and that this was a result of all that positivity. So I'm very happy for you, Casey. Hopefully, again, she makes a full recovery, better than ever. But I'm glad that went. I'm glad your sister is doing fine now. Doing well. Okay, so he was down. Oliver was down. Vikings ball at the 41-yard line. 36-yard line, sorry. I'm going to throw it, or run it. Akers is going to lose yardage on this play. Damn. Damn. So it's going to be a 3rd and long, 3rd and 7 here for the Vikings. Darnold shotgun trips right. Snap. Back to pass. Sack lunch. Ball is out. Jared Verse. Is that Jared Verse? Rams 20, 15, 10, 5 touchdown Rams. Oh no. Oh no. Witherspoon. strip, sack, fumble, 6. Quinton Lake coming up the right side, but it's actually Witherspoon who comes up with the sack, the strip sack, and I'm pretty sure it's Verse. Yeah, it's Verse number 8 who comes up with the ball. And he gets the touchdown. Wow. And just like that, snap, hold, kick. The Rams are up 17-3. Wow. Defensive rookie of the year, potentially. Jared Verse comes up with the strip sack touchdown. Wow. Oh my God. Same song, second verse. Hey, Casey, I like. Oh God, Kevin O'Connell is just. He is just so disappointed. He knows, man. These playoff losses are on him just as much, you know. Especially with the way he looked against the Lions. Crazy. We got Liam in the chat. Liam, what's up? Sorry about your Steelers, man. Tough loss. Mullins time. Imagine. Wow. This Rams defense and Crafty, I think you or Nick had said it earlier. You're like, they've been playing really well as of late. So this is them proving it. So Vikings just going to let that kick sail behind the end zone. They're going to start their next drive at the 30-yard line, but the Rams are down 17-3. It's time to update the ticker. Jesus Christ. Jared Verse, wow. Witherspoon with the sack. Jared Verse the recovery and touchdown. Here we go. Vikings on the offensive side again. I believe that was Aaron Jones running on the left side for about 2 yards. Not good, guys. Not good right now. 4 sacks, 6 tackles for loss, 2 turnovers by the Rams defense. Second and 7. Darnold back to pass looking. Rolling right, rolling left, staying in the pocket. And sack launch again. What is up with this Vikings offensive line? Shula, the defensive coordinator, is calling a hell of a game right now. Wow. Talked about Brian Flores with some complex blitzing, and Shula's doing just that and confusing the hell out of this offensive line for the Vikings. Back to pass. Darnold over the middle. Caught. Wow. Great throw to Justin Jefferson, who always comes up with the ball in a small window for a first down. Crafty saying reminds me of the way Case out at the end of his run with the 2017 Vikings. That was the Stephon Diggs play, right? The miracle throw and catch touchdown against the Saints. 1st and 10. Darnold hands it off. Aaron Jones goes for about 3. Yes, it was. Damn. Then they were annihilated by the Eagles in the NFC Championship. Yeah. 2nd and 7. Darnold and 2-minute warning. Not a great first half for these Vikings, man. I mean, look, for as much as it's not a great first half, they can go into halftime, come back looking good. I mean, look what happened to the Texans, right? In the first wildcard game on Saturday, they went into halftime. I think it was 6-0 or something like that. It was a close game either way. I'll look it up real quick. Halftime, it was 6-10 Houston. So they were only down. They were only up 4, and then they went on a 22-point second half. So it could be just the tale of two halves, you know. Vikings don't have a very good first half, but maybe they come out after halftime and look a little bit better. But they're just gonna have to do it to actually have that, right? But this is not a great showing right now by the Vikings. Offensive line is having a lot of issues. Sam Darnold's decision making not been great. And yeah, I don't want to say anything bad about the Vikings defense because I feel like, I mean, they've only given up 10 points, right? So they've also been getting to Stafford at least some pressures, and they almost had that fumble 6 too. So sack fumble 6. So there's really not much else you can say bad about the Vikings defense. They've only let up 10 points so far. The offense is bad. The offense is really, really bad. Let's see what Twitter's got to say about this game here. It's probably mad shit he talked about Sam Darnold. Well, I can't really find much. 2nd and 7 for the Vikings. 2 minutes left in the first half. Darnold, quick throw. Aaron Jones, who cannot come up with an incomplete pass. Damn, that was just a big letdown by Aaron Jones there, who came up grabbing at his knee a bit. Aaron Jones, I thought he didn't have a great year, but it actually wasn't too bad. 1,100 rushing yards, 5 touchdowns. I think he had like 1,500 scrimmage yards too. But I don't know. He just hasn't popped. Darnold throw right side. Hawkinson again, and he's going to be about 2 yards short, which if you're a Vikings fan, you know that feeling a little too well. Dump off to Hawkinson, not a first down. That's what that is. They're going for it. 4th down. Vikings going for it. Darnold, shotgun snap. Sack. Launch. Turn over on downs. Crafty saying, "What's the meal that comes after breakfast?" Put it in the chat, Crafty, so I can say it. Put it in the chat so I can say it. I'll wait for you to put it in the chat. What's the meal that comes after breakfast? What is it? Somebody put it in the chat. I said it. but I'm going to say it again when somebody puts it in the chat. Wow. Ugh, and they had him covered. They had every single receiver covered. Stafford, Kyron Williams, left side, little end around. Patience and gets 9 yards with it. Wow. 113 left. Puka Nacua walking off the field. I don't know if it's a leg, foot. Let's see. Puka. Oh, I think he got stepped on or something. Did not look good. Is that the 5th sack? I think it's the 4th. It may be the 5th. The graphic said 2 or 3. So maybe the 4th. God damn. God, you hate to see this. And Justin Jefferson is just like head hanging low, like what the fuck? So let's see, that's 1. This was 2. I think they're showing all of them right now. This was the strip sack 3. So yeah, I think that was the 4th one, Crafty. I think that last one was the 4th one. Oh, 6? Holy fuck. Damn, I didn't realize it was 6 already. Would you guys be mad if I just like signed off after halftime? Because I'm just coughing a lot. I hate to do it. 6, yeah. And Kyron Williams gets a first down. 1 minute, 3 seconds left. Let's see where they end up. At the 25-yard line. Takes a snap. Stafford back to pass. Throwing right side. Incomplete. To Parker, I believe. I don't know who else that was. I think it was Parker. But yeah, my voice is all... my is all shitty. I'm coughing. I might call it after halftime, guys. And I know I'm having internet issues as well. All right, 2nd and 10. Motion, Kyron Williams again in that A gap. Snap. Quick throw. Right side. Puka makes a man miss and able to get a first down. Did he go out of bounds? No, the clock is still running. 34 seconds and counting. Rams have 1 timeout. I want to save it to throw a kick, to use it for a field goal here. Stafford over the middle, caught, touchdown. Allen, touchdown, and just like that, it is 23-3 Rams. This might be a blowout. KC, the fat lady is singing already? This is crazy. Oh, man. That was too easy for Stafford. Snap, hold, kick is good. 24-3 Rams. 24-3 Rams. Godly. Oh, man, the national championship game, by the way, college. Notre Dame, Ohio State. Chef's kiss. That's a good game. I hate I hate saying this or even thinking this, but I feel like Notre Dame is going to get their asses whooped by Ohio State. The Big Ten is just too good. All these years, it was all about SEC football, and the Big Ten is fucking. They're elite, man. Imagine being a Vikings fan. I honestly though, because it's like not even like, let's say the game ends in a blowout, or just with losing in like a bad way. Like I don't know. Let's say the Rams score 2 more touchdowns and make it 38, and the Rams score 2, right? Like 17. Like you have to go. You have to swallow this playoff loss. The one 2 years ago, the NFC Championship game that Crafty had mentioned earlier against the Eagles just being a blowout. Like the Vikings are also getting into like Tomlin territory, where it's like they have not looked good in the playoffs, and can they look good in the playoffs? Right, so that's rough, man. I feel bad. I don't feel too bad because the Vikings are in the NFC North, and the Bears are in the NFC North. So division rivals could give a fuck. But still, that's rough to be a Vikings fan. Like me, I'm craving for something like I'm craving that the Bears are in the playoffs for like 4 straight years and they lose every year. After about 6, honestly, probably after about the 4th, I'm like, all right, what the fuck's going on? Are we just not gonna make it or what? Right? So I don't know. It sucks. Justin Jefferson just walking sadly back to the locker room. This is bad. This is bad. I'm gonna wait for my internet to get a little bit better. So I am gonna call it here, guys. I would love to keep going, but my throat's being a little scratchy. You guys can hear me coughing. I don't want to be coughing on stream. I just feel like, and you guys may not mind it, but I don't want to give that type of performance, I guess, if you will. I just don't want you guys to hear me coughing every once in a while, every other like sentence I say. I feel like right on cue. So I'm gonna call it here at halftime. This looks like maybe a blowout. The Rams already up 24-3, already up by 3 scores against the Vikings. So, I don't think the rest of the game is going to go like this. I think the Vikings may find a couple stretches here where they score some points and make it closer. I think this will be a 4th quarter game. That's what I'm going to call it right now. There's going to be a 4th quarter game where this comes down to the 4th quarter, final 5-6 minutes. But with that being said, again, I don't want to keep coughing and my throat to get worse, to be honest. So I want to say thank you guys. Thank you to KC, Crafty, Nick, Liam, and Lil Lee, and Jinja, who was here from YouTube, as well as BW Falk 82. This person right here. Thank you guys so much for being here for the stream. My first stream back since and Daniel Barry. Daniel Barry was also here from YouTube. Thank you guys for being here on the stream with me. My first stream of the Wildcard Weekend. But you know, it just sucks because if I wasn't coughing and my throat didn't hurt, and maybe I just had like body aches or a headache, I'd still be here. But this is a little too much for me to keep talking and just getting just coughing in the mic to you guys. You guys don't want to hear that. So I'm gonna call it here. Kylie and I should be back tomorrow, if not Wednesday. Although I think tomorrow might be our recap of the Wildcard Weekend, and Thursday or Friday will be with our predictions for the divisional round. Casey said a teaspoon full of honey will help that cough. My wife swears by it. I need honey then, because my wife and I would always go to the farmer's market and get like local honey, because this honey was so good. Like I'd put it in my coffee and it was so good. And we ran out. Obviously, during the cold time, the farmers markets happen like once every other month or something. And for us in the spring, summertime, it's like every weekend. So we would go almost every weekend. But we don't even know when they are during the winter time. All of that to say, I don't have any honey, KC, But I will try to get some honey. And I will take that with some tea, a teaspoon of it. I'll probably take 3 teaspoons of it. I fucking love honey. But tell your wife I will do my best to get that honey to soothe my throat. So thank you for the advice. But other than that, thank you guys again so much for being here. I'm going to take these off. Go follow us on X at and now Rick and at NFL with Kyle and at Only Football Pod for the Only Football Podcast X account. If you're on YouTube, make sure to hit a like on the stream before you get out of here. Hit that like button, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, become a member for only $2.99 a month. You get some cool emojis you get to use, shout outs, some polls, which I know we haven't done, but we're going to try to do more of. And you get to be part of the Only Football family, of course. So thank you guys again so much for being here. Again, we will be back tomorrow for a recap and chat. Always a good time, guys. See